you get to hang out with a young dude, and then you're like, oh, you get your makeup done, your hair done, see that person onto Airport Road, and once you see the person, it's like, okay, I'm done, I've seen you, it was great meeting you, time to go home. They always don't give you transport fare home. Is this funny? But there's no, oh, thanks, I really appreciate the fact that you took your time out, you got dressed to come out, right? There's no take, send me your account number, let me send you money home. It's always, oh, all right, no problem, see you another time. How do you think I'm gonna come out another time? I'm not coming out for nobody.
Girl, obviously a lot of things have gone wrong in our thinking, especially for our younger girls and this new generation. But I would not put all the blame on them, because even when we were younger and dating, there were some of us who had this mindset. So we have upturned good and accepted evil as the way to go. I don't know if these young girls have heard of what they call vex money. It was a thing where you knew that when you were going out with someone, you did not rely on them to behave properly. You took your vex money in your pocket just in case something happened that you were not comfortable about. If he took you somewhere that you did not previously agree upon, if he was trying to make you take something that you did not want to take, and you wanted to step out of that place, you had enough money to take yourself out of that situation. You were not supposed to go on a date depending that that person would give you transport money. On the first date, when people go on dates, it's to get to know each other. Do I like this person more than just getting to know this person for right now? Do I want to have a second date with this person? You're having dates because you're thinking, can I be friends with this person? Can I start a relationship with this person? Do I want this person in my circle? It's not transactional. You're not selling something for something. That's a whole different ball game. If you're doing that, please, auntie, come with your price list. But to ask a man to give you transport money because you put a wig on your head, the makeup, he didn't ask for that. He asked to see you and have a conversation with you. Auntie, if you're a consultant, conversation consultant, come with your price list. 30 minutes conversation is this, because it makes no sense. I'll give you an example. When I was much younger, when in university, a couple of guys came and asked me out on a date. A friend and with his friend, and I had a couple of friends with me. And I remember some of them saying, wait, make sure he takes you this particular place, and make sure you take this and you take this. And I used to get a lot of jokes made at me by my friends that I'm too, what is the word? I'm not sharp, because I would go out on a date, have the conversation and come back. While they will come back with carrying stuff. You know, they were the sharp girls, they were the ones that knew what's up. So this particular date, one of my friends insisted, let's just go here and make sure we pick things. I told her, I'm not going to pick more than what I can afford. I don't do that. And also I carried extra money. When we got to the place, my friend was going around picking things. I only picked what I wanted. You guys were following us. When we were headed towards the cashier, they walked out and left us inside. And I used my money, thankfully. I was raised to have vex money. I used my money and I paid for it. Nobody knew anything. And I remember my friend saying, hey, Mariam, imagine if you do not take extra money. I was like, I just don't ever do that. You go home with your dignity. That's why when you go on a date, because you do not go there hoping to be paid for something, you can step away when the date goes wrong. Some dates go wrong. Don't you know that? That you are allowed, that if you are not prepared for those kind of eventualities, you find yourself in big trouble. So, young girls, this way is the wrong way. We know of situations where rich men or richer boys would meet you in your own modest way, your own modest setting, and ask you on a date and want to take you to a very fancy restaurant. They have eyes. They can tell how much you have and how much you can afford. In that case, you will see them, they'll go out of their way. They'll send a driver to you or pay for your Uber, because they know that they'll be taking you out of your comfort zone to somewhere that you may be unable to afford. But it's their own way of showing appreciation to you. When it happens in that case, it does not mean that you must make sure every other date happens that way. That man can do it for you because he has the means to do it. And it does not even mean that he loves you more than the person who cannot afford it. It's just that he has more and he can do more. But you're not entitled to it. It's a gift that person is giving to you. So, madam, girls, please lower this new wave that you have. It's not boldness, it's not confidence, it's actually stupidity. Let's do better. Thank you, young ladies. Be wise.